Hello, 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 wherever you are. My name is Alex, and I help learners improve their English, especially intermediate speakers. And I've been doing it for quite a long time now. Today is a great day. It's a great day because I'm here with one of my students, and what it is, it's an anniversary. It's a 50th lesson anniversary. That we're celebrating. He passes it. It's 50th because he's been learning for me for 50 lessons. And we decided to record this lesson today to go over and review what he's done in the last 50 lessons and what he's enjoyed, what he's not enjoyed, and how he would like to improve in the future. So, with that said, I'd like to introduce my student, Juan Diego. Juan Diego, how you doing?
Hi, Alex. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. It's very nice to have you. You're very official today. You're talking very nice. We're not you.
Yes, this recording is very important for us, and I gonna do my best.
Thank you. Thank you. I agree. It is very important for us, and it's a big day. How do you feel? 50th
Nervous
lesson.
and so excited.
Really? That's very
Yeah.
cool, man. That's very cool. Um, in this today's lesson or chat, it's basically we're going to go over the last few months because you started learning with me almost a year ago, right?
Yes, like for to be exactly 11 months.
Yeah, it's going to be exactly 11 months, and time flies. Time goes really fast and stuff. First thing is like, just so the listeners know, what is it exactly you do? Like, what's your job and
Uh,
stuff?
my job,
Yeah.
I'm journalist.
Okay. With
Yeah, and
who?
I'm trying to improve my English because I have to travel abroad,
Okay.
and it's very important. Sustain a conversation in English.
Very, very cool. And who do you work for?
I work for a newspaper called
Okay.
El País.
Okay. El País in Spanish. I know how much you
El,
laugh at my Spanish, but it's
El
okay.
País for me, El País for Alex.
Okay. El País. Okay, great. Well, we've known each other for such a long time, and we've decided for this lesson to write 10 things we both remember from the
Yes,
moment we met till today. So we both have 10 things written down. I have my 10 things written here, and you have your 10.
yes.
So, first of all, let me ask, what made you use, because we met on italki, right? Which is a
Yeah.
platform for learning English. What
Uh-huh.
made you go there in the first place?
Um, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was Marjorie, my other teacher,
Oh, yes.
who recommended me this platform, and I spent 2 or 3 days searching teachers
Yes.
until I got it the best. And now here I am.
No, one thing I remember is you went through one or two other teachers before. And it's ironic that you said Marjorie, and we'll say that later. The irony of the
Yeah.
fact, the fact that she recommended you, your former teacher, to come online. So let's start from the beginning. The first lesson we had, do you remember it?
Yes. Not exactly, but you said I was shy.
You were very shy. You were
Very
very,
shy.
very
And
shy. I remember that.
for me, I can't remember very well, but maybe it was difficult for me because you don't speak Spanish.
True.
I used it to have class with um, English teacher who speak Spanish.
True.
That that was the first time that I had a face to face with a guy who only could explain me the things in his natural language.
Yes, it was either that or French, because I speak some
Oh,
French as well, but
yeah.
there would have
But I don't speak French.
there would have been a lot of things lost in translation, I think,
Yeah, it's like
if we did that. Well, that's the first thing on my list, which is the first encounter. That's my number one
yeah,
thing. I remember you were very shy, very
yeah.
respectful.
You are a respectful man.
No, I know it's true, but it was you were very, very nice.
You
And
intimidate me.
did I? Okay, I didn't mean to. I was only doing my job. I sound like an enforcement officer. No, so no, it was really nice to meet you the first time I met you and stuff. And I was surprised that you came back afterwards, not because the lesson wasn't good, but just because you were very shy the first time. So I thought that maybe you were scared off or something. So,
Yeah.
but you came back.
I wasn't.
Good. So that was my number one thing. What was your number one thing on your list?
My number one thing, it's something that you told me
Okay.
about an idea, and for half an idea, then you need followers.
Yeah.
And then we ended this conversation saying that I was your first follower.
That's
in
true.
Italki.
I remember that.
Yeah, and my first point is the first follower of the Rastafari Jesus Christ
Movement.
Yeah.
No.
It's obvious because why I'm saying Rastafari.
Yes, I hope so.
And Jesus Christ, I remember because on this day I was reading a book, the Evangelical.
Okay. You never told me that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was reading this book in this day. The author is Emmanuel Carrère, the French writer.
Okay.
And when you told me about these guys like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, pioneers.
Yeah, pioneers. Yeah, pioneers.
Pioneers
Yeah.
in their careers.
Yeah.
Always they have a new follower, the first follower.
Correct.
I was your first follower in this new adventure for you and for me.
That's true. That's the other thing I forgot to say. I first met you because I had just inscribed, because I found out italki as well online, and I had just subscribed to it. And yeah, you were the first person who turned up, which was very nice, very quickly. And we just had the first lesson where you were very quiet. And I remember what you mean about first follower, because the lesson was a TED talk. I gave you this very...
exactly.
It was a TED talk. It was a very short film, which I'll put the link. If people are looking at this online, there's a link on the side. And the TED talk was how to start a movement, how to create a movement.
How to create a movement. Yeah.
So that's because he says first follower in that as well.
I forgot that.
Yeah, no, it's true. And that's where it came from, the first follower, or when we first said that and stuff. Cool. Well, I enjoyed that lesson, and I still watch that video from time to time. It's a short 3 minutes, but lovely video. How to start a movement, TED Talk.
Yeah. How do you discover italki?
Good question. I discovered italki because I'd been building my website online. Well, I'd been thinking about, actually, because I hadn't done anything concrete. And I was searching online, and there was this online teacher who wrote an article. And on the article, actually, his name is Chris Rush. Chris Rush. I hope to meet him one day. I've emailed him once, actually, this guy. And he said...
he ignored you.
If only he ignored me. No, he actually replied back. He was nice.
Okay.
I found him on LinkedIn. I said hello and thank you and stuff. And he no, in his article he said
Now he is scared.
he's intimidated.
Yes.
The Intimidator coming to you
Yeah.
now soon.
Yeah.
No, I was reading his article and he was actually serious. He said like, if you want to get students like online and start teaching straight away, I recommend this website. And I was like, what is this? And I said, whatever. I went, checked it out. I was like, looks quite good. Then you subscribe, and it takes a few weeks before they approve you. And then that's it. You're set to go. So yes, it was thanks to one article that I started on that website. But it's a good website, italki. Do you agree?
Yeah.
It's quite
Yeah.
good for
It's useful.
good word. Good word. So, on our list of 10, my number 2, the second thing I remember was teaching to you in Africa.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you like to describe what that was about?
You traveled with your family to Africa.
That's correct.
To show
last summer.
Last summer to show your baby.
Yeah.
To your family parents.
Grandparents. It was grandparents.
Grandparents.
Yeah.
You were busy traveling.
Yes.
Meeting people, but you took time to have class with your first follower.
Yes. I prioritized my time to find some time. What is interesting is where I was, sometimes the internet would go down depending on where you're sitting. So a lot of times I had to sit outside our house to get the internet connection well and stuff. But it's what's crazy is I was able to teach you in Africa for a month, almost, right? Lessons.
Yeah.
One after the other.
It was crazy. We were talking English, and you were surrounded by lions, elephants.
No, that's the Lion King. You're mistaking me for the other one. Yes, I had lions right next to me. I taught you in a safari park.
Yeah.
No, but the lesson there was it was incredible that we could have regular lessons even though I was like on the other side of the world. Literally.
In these days, I remember very well because I was trying to explain you how works the Mexican cartel.
Yes, that was very interesting.
Must was very stupid because my English wasn't prepared to explain this, but
you were very passionate about the subject.
Yeah.
Because you were trying to transfer. Like now you're quite more relaxed and stuff, but it's true at the time. Not that you struggled, but it was just like to put your sentence together was quite hard, or it was harder. But you were very passionate about it, so.
Yeah, I knew this topic very well, and I tried to show all of this, but maybe I didn't have the tools to do it.
To describe or to explain.
To describe, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But it was fun because I actually learned some new things.
Yeah.
You're a journalist, right? So you come across a lot of things all the time. So for me, it was good. I learned something too in this time. What was your number 2?
My number 2 is... Wait a moment.
Oh, yeah, that's your daughter, right?
Anna is here. Yeah.
Okay.
My number 2 is...
Is it your number 2 or your number 3?
Number 2.
Okay. See? There's my phone. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So you were saying you were number 2.
Murder in the Forest.
Ah, yes. Now this sounds very dramatic.
Yeah.
So would you like to explain what you mean?
Yeah. I remembered you told me that I had to choose an article that it sounded interested to me, and I chose this story who a British writer wrote in the Guardian,
Oh, okay.
the newspaper,
Yeah.
and he said he explained in this article that when he was a child, he lost his brother,
Yes.
older than him 3 or 4 years. It was a thought that was forgot in his brain.
Yeah. Oh, we would say in his mind, actually.
In his mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought that was hide in his mind, and it was the first time that he wrote it down.
Okay.
Wrote it down.
That's another story. No one gets that. No one gets that.
Yeah.
We spoke about that yesterday.
Yeah, that he wrote it down, and he explained how his brother was killed.
Yeah.
While he was trying to go to the store to buy candles. Candies.
Candles
Candles is the
well, he could have been going.
Yeah.
Depends where he was from.
Yeah,
It could have been somewhere like that. So
his brother had to cross a forest.
Yeah.
To went to the store, and in the middle of the forest, a neighbor took him.
Yeah.
That's the sad story. But I remember very well that I chose this story, and we spent an entire lesson talking about this story.
So, my question was like, when you read the story and you tried to explain it, do you think you explained it well at the time? To me, that is. No, it doesn't have to be grammatically correct, but like the essence of the story.
Yeah. My English was very bad at this time, like now also, but
no, yours is much better right now. It has to be.
Yeah. Thank of God.
Thankfully, yes, I agree totally.
Yeah. But it wasn't a difficult story. I guess I could transmit the main idea.
Yes, I agree. But it was quite a dramatic story, and I think it was quite early in our lessons.
Yeah,
and you did that one. So
like in the first 5 or
yeah, it was very, very early. I'm quite surprised you remember that one, because that was a very dramatic story.
Yeah.
My number 3 on our list, my number 3 of my 10, is a very, very, I would say, pivotal moment in student-teacher relationship. The thick moment.
The thick moment, right. That was incredible.
Would you like to describe for the listeners what the thick moment is about? Thick is
sure.
THICK. Thick. Yes.
We had a class where we were talking about the different pronunciation of thin, thick, and thin, thick, and
long.
Another one I can
long. There was long, wide, fat.
Wide, yeah. And I asked you for a review after each class.
Yes.
And I put a comment ignoring that what's mean in fact that was mean
The real meaning. The real meaning.
the real meaning. And I put in the commentary,
Tell us exactly what you said. Exactly.
thick guy,
Yeah.
thick guy, trying to make a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
But thick guy, it means idiot or
stupid guy.
a stupid guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in these moments, nowadays it's the same. I was the guy with more classes.
Yeah.
With you.
True.
And when another user of Italki opens your profile, suddenly appeared my commentary on Italki saying you are an asshole.
I'm a thick. Well, what's funny, what you haven't told them is the listeners is that when you wrote it, you actually didn't realize what you said. It was only afterwards, after I saw it, because it was resting there for maybe 1 week or 2 weeks, because I didn't look either. And it was only afterwards that I was looking at the reviews. It's reviews, you mean, reviews. And I saw at the top was you. I said, okay, it's Juan Diego, cool. and then I saw, he's a thick guy. I was like, what? So when I went back to you, because I came back to you and asked you, and I think one of the things you were trying to say, he's really like intense. He really gets you, it's very deep. You were trying to say it's a deep learning lesson.
Yeah, something like that.
You're trying to say he takes you deep.
I don't remember if you wrote to Italki to remove the comment. Or...
No, I never did. I find it's still there. I like... If anyone wants to go check my iTalki profile under Juan Diego, there's a thick guy there. If anyone has the time. No, I found it hilarious once I found out. But I'm sure that we chased away many students with this comment.
The good news is that if someone is on Italki, is why it's because he can't speak English. He never know that at first. What that mean?
That's true, or the significance, because it could mean anything. So
yeah.
But then again, I try to only attract intermediate students level or above. So
why do you don't want
someone's level less, because before you can jump from basic level to intermediate, it's quite a big jump and it's quite slow. And I think for me and the student, it's a bit, I used to teach children, so children is different, but adults, it's quite slow and frustrating for the two of us.
Do you think the first step is the hardest?
Yes, in some ways, yes. The second and third step, which is when you're an intermediate and then going towards advanced. In fact, the most difficult thing is not the learning, it's the commitment to learning.
Commitment to learning? I don't understand.
Commitment means finding time regularly.
I got it.
To study, to work on stuff, to observe, to test. It's those kinds of things, because you already have the capacity. You already know your verbs.
Don't be boring.
Verbs. Yeah, exactly. Work. Yeah, and stuff. So for me, it's much more interesting after, because
I used to be this guy.
Well,
who went boring easily, but like a year ago, I decided stop with all this shit.
Yeah, you mean like this kind of learning and stuff, right?
Yeah, I said now it's time to learn English. Never mind.
Well, that takes.
Do it.
Just do it. Like the Nike.
Nike.
Oh, well, you can say Nike. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. Everyone's got their way of saying it. So.
Nike commercial.
What's your number 3?
Nike is supporting this recording.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, Nike. In fact, I said Nick at first. Yeah. I made a mistake. Nike.
Yeah. Thank you for our
Nick from Nike
supporters.
Thank you for supporting and sponsoring us.
Sponsoring us, yes.
It's a joke in case anyone doesn't understand that.
you were scared.
We don't need another thick moment.
No.
What's...
maybe you were scared that Nike sued you.
Oh no, that's fine. That's less dramatic than if someone else thinks there really is Nick from Nike sponsoring us. No, that doesn't exist. So, what's your next one in your list?
Mine, it's a mistake, but I can explain now. It's a guy into a wash machine. In our
you need to explain that to the listeners. You need to explain.
In one of our first classes, you showed me a video where a guy went into a wash machine, but in fact wasn't a wash machine. It was a safe.
Yes, it was a safe. Like
a safe box.
Like a vault. A vault.
Yeah. You showed me this showed.
ED.
Showed.
Yeah.
You showed me this video very soon, and we watched a guy in an office working.
Oh, actually, you're right. Let me explain that to listeners. There's a video online called "The Black Hole."
Black hole. Right.
It's about a worker.
It's not a sexual thing.
No. It's also not an astronomical thing. You know, something about astronomy because the black hole. Yeah. It's none of that. No, it was. The story is about a frustrated worker who is working late at night, and then by some miracle finds this thing called a black hole of paper that lets him access into everywhere. And he goes into the vault at his work and steals money inside the vault.
Yeah. He felt attracted for the money, like this, like this character of the Lord of the Rings.
Frodo.
No, the other one.
I know what you mean.
The beast.
I know. I know. Yeah. Okay. Him.
Yeah.
Him. Yes.
This weird guy felt attracted for the ring, like this officer for the
office worker.
For the office worker for the money.
And you thought it was a washing machine, not a vault. Well, sometimes you learn new vocabulary in strange ways. That's the lesson I learned there. Next thing on my list is the story of Marjorie.
Whoa, yeah.
If she's watching this, we're sorry, but you're part of the
also
story.
my fourth.
Oh, is it your fourth? Okay.
Yeah. Please How do you title? How do you title?
I just said the story of Marjorie.
Yeah.
Oh, the Marjorie story.
I wasn't so prosaic. I put Marjorie breaking a heart.
Okay. Oh no, actually, we'll explain that to people. But the title I have, my number 4, is One Red and 1,000 Yellows.
Right.
So you have to explain. First of all, you have to explain Marjorie, and then explain what that saying, that phrase is. One red, 1,000 yellows.
Yeah.
Explain about Marjorie first. You spoke a bit about her before.
Yeah, when I met you, in this time, I had another teacher.
Yes.
Her name is Marjorie. It's an American...
It sounds like a mistress or something. You know?
Yeah. She's an American woman who is the teacher for El País since 35 years ago.
For 35 years.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
I was spending out of time with her, but I didn't feel comfortable, and I decided to cut off this relationship, but it was very hard for me.
So you mean that between making the decision and doing the action, is this what you mean?
Yeah, and it was difficult, harder, and I felt attracted to her like this guy with the money and the beast for the ring.
Okay, you love this film, Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah, I never saw that, but
really?
I love it.
You've never seen it? Okay,
I'm joking.
Okay, you got me.
Yeah,
Okay.
And for explain this situation, I told you that Ines recommended me.
Ines is your wife, right?
Yes, Ines is my wife. Now she's smoking here.
Okay. She can hear us?
Yes.
Okay, so keep going.
Yeah. She recommended me one phrase in Spanish.
Okay.
Better one red than 1,000 yellows.
Yes.
This means that the color of your face.
Yes, and this
is better. Say straight.
Yeah.
The thing one time that spend days surrounding the topic or
avoiding the topic.
Avoiding the topic.
So and this is also a Spanish phrase, right?
Yeah.
It's a Spanish like idiom or something.
Idiom is Spanish idiom, yes.
Yeah. One red, 1,000 yellows. So you didn't take the red route though. You went 1,000 yellows. Which route did you take?
Finally, I took the red.
Excellent. And are you still in contact?
Yes, I met
her. Do you go to the basement often?
No, but I met her in
the basement is where she works. Underground, your office. Sorry.
Yeah, the basement it's look like a cave.
Exactly.
But I met her in the elevator, in the cafeteria.
Okay. Is she still nice with you?
Yes, yes.
Okay. You're lucky. You're one of the good ones.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
I got it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah. Explain.
Yeah, when I started, I didn't have a word to connect a conversation with other or to end it a phrase.
Like to say you understand something.
Yeah. When you explain me, I got it.
Yeah.
That I got it.
Yeah.
Or gotcha in American English.
Yeah, gotcha.
It changed my life. I opened a window with an incredible landscape.
Excellent. The gotcha landscape.
Yeah.
That's a good explanation of the story. Basically, I can't remember what lesson it is, but
I can't.
I can't either.
Remember.
But every time I would tell you something, you would say, I don't remember what you would say, but it wasn't appropriate. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. It just didn't make sense what you were saying, and I said, in fact, when we say I understand something, I got it. I got it. I understand. I got it. Cool. Next one on my list is meeting in Amsterdam.
Yeah. What a lovely day.
Meeting in Amsterdam.
This is my number 8, but I can transform it in the 6.
Okay. It's my number 6. So,
yeah.
Meeting in Amsterdam. Meeting in Amsterdam is about me and you and our families meeting together in Amsterdam.
Except Anna.
Except Anna, your daughter. But my daughter was there as well.
Yeah.
Joanne, my daughter was there. Could you explain the context of this situation?
I traveled for work to Amsterdam, and the last weekend that I had to stay on Amsterdam, Ines visited me.
Yes.
We spent 3 days in the capital of Holland, visiting museums and canals
Mm.
or all this shit.
Yeah.
And
Excuse us, Dutch fans.
yeah, and at the same time, you visited the city with your family.
Really, really
Uh,
by chance. Really by chance. It
yeah,
wasn't planned. It was a good,
yeah,
good chance.
yeah, and you stayed in a house with a Dutch family,
Yes.
a house that you picked up by by Airbnb
From.
from Airbnb,
Yeah, we picked out
uh,
from Airbnb.
and we met up in Amsterdam Central,
Correct.
the
Correct.
train station. Met up is
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. You can say we met. You don't have to
we
say
met
that. Yeah.
we met at Amsterdam Central Station.
Correct.
Uh, I brought to your daughter
A
a gift,
present. Yes. Thank you. She still
a
uses
present.
it. We still use it. We still
Yeah,
use it. Which
and
reminds me, I owe you. I was going to send you. I have a present for you, but I keep holding back because you're moving 2 times in the next few weeks.
yeah, exactly.
I think I'll wait till you get to your final
Ah, thank
destination.
you.
If that's okay. And stuff.
And we drank Coca-Cola, coffee, and we spent like an hour and a half.
All the families.
Incredible.
What was your impression when we first met? Because it's different when you see each other like on the screen, right? But then when we
Yeah,
actually meet up,
yeah, but we. Um, I had the feeling that we know well.
true, I agree with that. I agree
You know,
totally. Yeah, yeah.
it wasn't like the first time with someone.
I agree totally. I agree.
Yeah,
The only thing was our wives didn't know each other, so
yeah,
maybe for them it was a
yeah.
bit.
But thank of God they are better than us, and
They're
they
more
can
civil.
speak. They must see that. See that?
Yeah, it means gentil, like nice, nice.
Yeah, they are more nice.
And my wife speaks Spanish,
Yeah, exactly.
so that was okay. The both of them were able to speak.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it, and my impression was like, for me, what was funny was it was exactly like the way we are now.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
very, very funny. A lot of people I meet online, or people you meet and then you meet later, a lot of times it's not what you expect. So
yeah,
it was very funny. It was very, very funny
yeah.
and stuff. So we might see you again in Amsterdam or in Madrid. Probably more in
Yeah.
Madrid, I think.
Probably more in Madrid
Or Barcelona if you visit
or in
there.
Paris.
Or in Paris, yes, which is another story we'll come to later. There's a link. We have a link there,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about in a bit. So what's your number 7? 6 or 7?
Frisbee. Are you fucking me?
I have that as my number 7, but it's not that dramatic. By the way, by the way, my disclaimer is I did not teach him any swear words. He was already loaded with swear words before he met me.
He's from his own in this part.
Well, my number 7 is introducing Pablo.
Yeah.
So could you explain who Pablo is and that whole situation?
Yeah. Pablo is one of my best friends.
Yeah.
I met him in the university.
Yeah.
And we are very close.
Yeah.
He has a daughter.
Yes, he also has a daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, like you and me.
Yeah.
She's his wife. It's his.
Oh, we you can say you can't say girlfriend.
His partner.
Partner's better, because you can't say girlfriend. There's a bit more than that, I think.
Yeah, his partner is from Michigan.
Yeah.
And in the last summer, we were together in Malaga.
Mm.
I think it was. after. No, it was before we met
Possibly, yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
We were in Malaga, or it was a year before. I can't remember now.
Okay.
But I remember being with Pablo in Malaga in the beach, talking about how to improve our English.
Ah, okay.
With the pass of, he recommended me one or two podcasts that I heard in this time,
Okay.
and with the pass of the time, I recommended you.
Okay. Yeah, when you met up again, you recommended him to find me and start learning
Yeah,
lessons.
when he came to Madrid on
That's it.
December
Yeah.
or
No, it was before December because
before December.
I was already teaching him in December, so it would have been possibly early November, maybe
November, yeah, exactly.
early November, I think. You recommended him, and so I actually managed to, from our relationship, I managed to get another student, which is very nice. Thank you very much. I've said it a lot of times, and he's also a very nice guy, funny guy, Pablo.
Yeah, good
Funny,
guy.
funny, good guy. What she didn't explain is he lives in the same city as me, Paris.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've managed to meet him at least once now. So I think we're going to meet again very soon. Meet up again very soon. We may send you a film of it. We may send you a film.
He was in your wedding.
Yes, he came to I recently got married, and he turned up at my wedding. He was there for quite a lot of time, and it was really cool. It was really cool stuff. You know, one thing about during the days, you get lots of phone calls like the one I'm getting now. So just 1 second, I have to go.
Yeah, no problem. Feel free.
Sorry about that. I'm back. So my question is, you're here, right?
Yes.
What's the frisbee element of it? Because my next one is called Doppelgangers, Karaoke, Football, and Frisbee. Can you explain that?
The three of us love football.
Yes, me, you, and Pablo.
This is a link between us, a very strong link.
Yes.
And you and me spent a lot of time talking about football.
To Americans, that's soccer, but we're actually it's the real football.
for our public in USA.
In USA, Michigan,
this is soccer.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
No, but it's football.
And surprisingly, you started to talk about frisbee.
Yes.
For us, we are a sport.
It is. Tell the people what exactly you did when I said frisbee.
I can't remember. I said, are you kidding me? Or?
Yeah, you did. You said that, and then you laughed in my face.
Yeah, exactly. And when I talked with Pablo about you, he said to me, he's a good guy, but he loves play frisbee.
Like it's a default.
Maybe he has a mental illness. I said, yeah, but it's a good guy.
No, I have said to him, I know he's joking a bit, but I've said to him that I'm going to, next time I meet him, I'm going to make sure he comes and plays frisbee with me.
Yeah.
Ultimate. I love this game. Even though I love football, my number one game, but ultimate frisbee is awesome. So, karaoke. What's the karaoke element of this?
Yeah, karaoke element. It was another link.
Yes.
Because you told me that you were preparing a karaoke for your boat party after the wedding.
Correct.
And I said you that Pablo loves karaoke, and He's a crazy karaoke man.
Not just loves, he's obsessed. He's like really into it.
He's obsessed. Yeah.
And now we're trying to make a date when all three of us are in Paris.
Yeah.
So we can play FFK, football, frisbee, and carry some karaoke.
Karaoke. Yeah.
And doppelgangers, what is that about? Why do we like doppelgangers?
Yeah, Pablo also is obsessed with doppelgangers.
Yes.
He's all day send me.
Oh, but by the way, doppelgangers, for those who don't know, is when someone goes around trying to find a famous person or someone else who looks like you. So if anyone has seen, there's a series, How I Met Your Mother. They do doppelgangers in that series. So Pablo loves doppelgangers or doppelganging.
Yeah. Doppelganging. And he sent me doppelganging for you.
Oh, did he? Yeah, and now, like yesterday, I found one for him. Hugo Loris, which you're not entirely convinced, but I think it looks like him.
No.
I think it looks like him.
You must try another one.
I know I will. It's not over. I'm gonna find at least.
I'm not beating.
No.
I know. Sorry, I'm not defeating.
I'm not defeated. No. There's a few more coming. I've got a few more planned. Yeah, defeated.
I'm not defeated.
There's a few more coming. Don't worry. But I've already started with Hugo Loris, the Spurs goalkeeper. But that's coming again. So what's the next on your list?
Let me check because my iPad lost the battery.
Okay. Well, I can tell you what mine is.
Yeah.
Dutch elections.
Yeah, Dutch elections.
Would you like to explain what that was about?
Someone is gonna marry.
Someone is gonna.
Dutch election. I was in Holland covering the Dutch election.
Yes.
And
when? This year, right?
This year, yes. And
when?
At first, we...
Was it in April? Was it in April or in March?
In April.
Okay.
I can't remember. I'm not sure.
It was anyway. Recent.
I'm very bad with the calendar.
Okay. It was recent.
Yeah, recent. Yeah.
Yeah.
At first, we not gonna be in contact.
Yeah, we were not going to be in contact.
We were not be in contact
for a few
weeks. For 10 days because I will be very busy.
Yeah, you told me beforehand.
But I had an incredible and a stupid interview with Wilder's brother.
You have to.
His name is Paul.
Oh, you have to explain that. Wilder is one of the candidates, or was one of the candidates in the Dutch elections, and you had the privilege for him, not for you, of meeting his brother. Yeah. What's his name again?
Paul
Wilder.
Paul Wilder.
And they had an interview together, which was quite interesting. Continue.
Yeah, and I used you to translate the interview with him.
Yes.
That finally I didn't run it because he was disagree with the answers.
Oh yeah, he stopped you, right, from running the actual interview.
Yeah, but at least I wrote a profile about him and his brother.
Yeah, and is that in the newspaper now, or is that just on the website or something?
It was very success on the website.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, so it was worth the trip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and here's another thing. What was the other thing you went for? Because you went to Dutch to interview him, but there's something else about trains, remember?
Yeah.
You went to Belgium.
This is when I saw you.
Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, that was before. Sorry, yeah.
That was before.
I've mixed them up, the trains and stuff.
Yeah.
So you just seem to be around Holland a lot in the last 2 months and stuff. So what's the next on your list, man?
My last one is joke. One joke addict. Why this long face?
Oh, you have to explain that. We discovered about
Yeah,
2 or 3 weeks ago that
yeah,
we knew we liked to make jokes, but we discovered we like to make jokes a lot.
yeah,
So I explained to Juan about this phenomenon we have in England called a barroom joke, which is you say many jokes and every joke begins with something went into a bar, someone went into a
yeah.
bar or something. And so we've just been trading jokes in class and also when not in class with these jokes, right?
Yeah, it's a funny way to learn English.
Correct. Barroom jokes and stuff using like different kinds of jokes. So why do you...
Barroom jokes? How do you pronounce?
Barroom.
Barroom
Yeah,
jokes.
barroom jokes,
Yeah,
like pub jokes.
yeah, pub
So
jokes.
why do you call it one joke addict?
Sorry.
Could you explain? Because you said so. You said one joke addict.
Yeah, because my teacher, my teacher became crazy, and he's all his morning reading barroom jokes.
This is very true. I've now become a big... the side effect or the byproduct is I've become a huge barroom jokes fan. So I
Yeah.
always tell Juan bar jokes.
Yeah.
Even some not so funny, but he has to live with them. It's part of the tradition now.
Is the price to pay.
In England, we'd say it's the small price to pay.
It's the small the price.
So, do you want to know what my last one is?
Yes.
Student pants on fire. You have to explain that. You have to explain that.
Like 3 weeks ago, I moved to a new teeny apartment.
Yes.
And,
Tiny.
Tiny apartment. And it's difficult to have a class here. And I was...
The rooms are not as big, right?
I was in a class with you, and I was changing my pants when
Correct.
Inés believed that I was showing you my pants, and she screamed, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I said to her, he couldn't show me.
I was shocked too.
If she was quiet,
yeah,
you will never know.
That the thing. No, I have to say there was a secret. There was another camera. I could see all the angles. No, it's true. If she hadn't said anything, I wouldn't have noticed. So basically, because we learn over the internet, you could learn in your pajamas or just in your shirt and stuff like that. But just because of the angle where your wife is sitting, you look like you were showing your pants off to your teacher.
Yeah.
So this is part of the lesson. We're learning colors.
This is an episode of Black Mirror. Have you seen?
Yeah. I have.
This show?
I have.
Good one.
The first one is quite shocking. The others are okay, but the first one was quite shocking. Black Mirror, that's the other one. Black Mirror TV show. Well, those are my 10.
Yeah.
Have you done as well, right? You've said all yours?
Yes.
So I have 2 final questions before we go. And this is your advice to people listening, like what they can do. So here's my first question is... Oh, it's not hard. First question is, so what do you do to keep your level in English? What are you doing to make sure your level is, apart from learning from me, What else do you do to keep your level?
My first advice
Yeah.
is hire this guy.
Which guy? Oh, okay, yeah, this guy.
This guy.
Okay.
Second, and you need work for your own also. If not, it's difficult. You have to listen to podcasts.
Yeah. What
You
what
have.
podcast are you listening to at the moment? You told me
Uh,
before.
I'm reading now the Daily Show.
Yeah.
It's a New York Times program
Yeah.
where an anchor explains you the main news of the day.
And this is the one you listen to right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can find 2 or 3 interesting podcasts. The best of the podcast is you can take you can find out podcasts that you like.
Yeah.
For example, for me and for you, it's interesting writing.
Yes, that's true.
That
Yes. We like podcasts that talk
we
about
like
writing or writers.
talk about writers.
Yeah.
I listened to a BBC podcast about a BBC podcast with a famous writer.
Yeah. Which one was it? What was his name?
I can't remember. BBC.
Okay.
BBC Book Club or.
Okay. What was the name of the writer? You told me, but I've forgotten now.
The name of the
writer being interviewed. Do you remember his name?
No, it's a lot of writers.
Okay. So it's like all the time, in fact.
All the time, in fact, yeah.
There was another writer, though, that we were listening to. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably on iTunes.
Yeah, a Spanish writer.
Yeah.
Javier Cercas, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other one is try to talk as much as is possible.
So, that, like,
and try to read all time.
And how much do you feel you have improved? Because this
Sorry?
is how much do you feel you've improved so far? Because this is the 50th lesson anniversary, and we'll finish it like that. Just how much do you think you've improved, and what do you want to see for your speaking in the future?
I'm not a completely English speaker.
Fluent yet?
Yeah.
But
I made this important first step.
Yeah.
That you were talking about.
Yes. Before.
I broke this barrier.
Very good. Good way to explain.
I'm in another stage.
Yes. So yeah, where do you think you'll be in the next 50 classes? Where do you hope to be next 50 classes?
Maybe presenting a TV show on BBC or on an American network.
Or take over Guillaume Balaguer's job.
Guillaume Balaguer, yeah.
At Sky Sports. At Sky Sports.
No. Seriously. My goal is to have an entire conversation without a stop.
Yeah.
And without have to think a lot.
Yeah.
Or without this typical Spanish problem with the idiom or with the language.
Yeah.
Or this kind of thing. To be completely fluent.
Great.
Do you think it's possible?
I think it's possible to be very, very much better by the next 50. We will be almost there, not totally there, but we'll be quite a big way. It will be another step for sure.
Yeah.
In the next 50. I did have a last thing to say, but I can't remember what it was now. It was just like any final words to say on the podcast. What have you learned from our podcast today?
I learned that
it doesn't have to be grammatical. Like I can say, I learned a few new things. I learned, like for example, the book you said they the religious book you were reading.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know you were reading that, so I discovered one or two new things.
Yeah, but this is not a religious book.
Oh, is it not? So what is it?
It's a book around religion, but it's not.
Oh, yeah, okay, like a book
religious
about religion and stuff.
Yeah.
So I discovered that. What did you discover?
I discovered. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well,
Maybe nothing. It was a waste of time.
you know, the listeners don't know your sense of humor, so it's a disclaimer. It's a disclaimer. This is how we have our lessons, by the way. So we'll close to say thank you very much.
Mocking you in another language.
Exactly. It's a new experience, right?
Yeah.
We just want to say thank you very much for listening. It's been very interesting for me. I hope it's been the same for you. It's been very funny.
Likewise.
Good. That's another vocabulary word you learned. Cool.
Yeah.
It's been very, very good. And talk to you again soon. I'm sure we'll talk again soon, but it'll be another theme. We'll have to think of another theme.
Okay.
But so happy 50th lesson anniversary.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, bye. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Wait.